Welcome back, everyone, to another Friday live stream. This was actually going to be last Saturday's live stream in the evening, but we had a change of plans, as you all know. So I've been saving this load since then. Still the same load. I'm still driving last week's truck of the week. And I'm having troubles with my browser over here. Too many things going on at once, I suppose. So let's see who's here early and on time. Lobo 1G was here early. Trucker Kitty, or Trucker Kitty's always here with me. Alvin James was here. Ken Beard was here. Vigner was here. Lowrider was here. Matt Walter was here. Oztec was here. Trucker John was here. Susan was here early. That's unusual, Susan. Have you had coffee yet, Susan? Let's see. Poztec has his Euro truck profile set for the Memorial Convoy this weekend. That's good news. Drive is here. Nightbot is here. So watch your P's and Q's. Turn off that caps lock key and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you even if your name is not Rick Rashid. So just be careful. Ignis says, can't wait to see updated list for the challenge. Well, I just posted it yesterday, Vigner. And I've updated your California run. Ken Lansdowne is here. Welcome to the stream, Ken. That looks like a new name, at least on here. It looks like a new name. Susan says, I have had, can't see this, I have had V, which is a energy drink. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty close to the same thing. Okay, Busman. Okay, got it. Not, well, I'll forget, but there it is. I was talking about it with that run. Well, I'm not going to post the updates every day because I got enough on my plate. So I'll post another one at sometime next week, but y'all are looking pretty good. Oops, here's something I think I need to look at. Oh, sorry, that was off topic. Got a message from Treasure. I hope he's going to be in the stream today or joining us here today. So let's talk about, let me do some shout outs. Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch. Hopefully he is lurking in the audience today. Bill Welburn, Bedrock, our top ATS driver for February 2023. Nicholas Triple XN, Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for January 2026. And our top American truck and Euro truck driver for all of 2025. She must have been drinking some of that V energy drink. Captain Minnesota, Omega Trucking, our top American truck driver for January 2024. Trucker Kitty, Norwegian Trucker Nicholas, Big Al 2424, our top HES driver for March 2025, and our top American truck driver for all of 2023. Chasmified. Now I'm just sitting in Idaho waiting for Illinois to be released. Oh, you can drive on to the next place like everybody else, and then Illinois will come out at some point. Matthew Roth is here. Johnny Hansen, Lobo 1G, our top Euro truck driver for July 2025. Pugwash, our top Euro truck driver for April 2024. Wonder how that's going to work out. That's going to be tough to say every time. Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for October 2024. I did not even think about that just now. Wim 55, our top ATS driver for March 2024. Here's a new one. Trucker King 2010. David Long, aka Shorty, our top American truck and Euro truck driver for September 2025. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that kind of hit me sideways. Let me disconnect this. I need to charge my headset while I'm rolling. Okay, let's take a look at where we are, where we're going, what we're hauling. Why did it just do that? I was in the cab earlier. So we are in whatever the name of that place is. Arnskolsvik. I can't even. And we are headed, because we've got ProMods in here, ProMods 2.81. We are headed to Murmansk in Russia. Now, the whole point of this particular stream in Eurotruck was to show off some areas that ProMods has put back in with Nordic Horizons. Wait a second, this ad is not clearing. Steve Vigner says, I know, but I like to run an order without taking a bonus leg when the Illinois finally releases. Well, I guess that's your prerogative. I mean, we've got over 2.5 months left in the challenge, so that's good. Now you needed Ducky. Yeah, to pronounce that. Not that it would do any good because he's not in here, but he could say that, and I still wouldn't know how the heck to say it. Anyway, we're going to go up there, but let's talk about ProMods, which has been updated for 1.58. This is ProMods Europe 2.81. ProMods Maghreb, which is this part of Morocco, and this part of I'm drawing a blank. Tunisia. And then ProMods Europe. ProMods The Great Step was not out as of a few days ago. I have not checked since. So anyway, but we're going to run up here because I want to see what this looks like. So let's go see what it looks like. Oh, and we're hauling 24 tons of kerosene in my Mercedes Actros, because that's what I was driving last week. And I didn't want to cancel this load. Yeah, I can feel it. It's heavy. I don't understand why it's taken us this away. I mean, that's okay. I don't have any of this. Bamf is here. Welcome to the stream. Alvin, all the mods that I'm using are in the description below. Oh boy. I was a little quicker than you this time, Vigner. It is obviously a little early in the morning and it seems a little hazy overcast. Wow. You're saying Andrew Black is here. Welcome to the stream, Andrew. Well, I'd like to think that Illinois might be a little closer than that. I wonder if they're going to skip some of those blogs. So, Vigner, are you the links you're referring to? Is that the SCS blog post or something else? So isn't that gameplay video going to be a live stream? Or is that the one that they post, a recorded one that they post of just a drive-through without any commentary? Why don't you post that in ATS chat? Not the VTC area, but the ATS area. Okay. You know, I was half tempted to just cancel this load and switch to this week's truck of the week, which I like better than this one. That would be the Volvo FH6. But I just wasn't sure if I was going to get another load. Manny Oy is here. Welcome, Manny. Good. A little tired and stressed out this week, but otherwise I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's been a pretty rough week. Okay, Vigner, I'll look for it later. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Come on, drivers, let's get a move on. You know, what I didn't do was talk about... There's where I'm planning to stop and sleep for the night. So we've got roughly 15 hours of driving left to do. So we can't do it all in one day. Especially not when we get stuck behind people like this. Hey, John. Thanks for that. Is that this weekend? Good riddance to all of them. know this is pretty countryside, but I am getting a little fed up with all this traffic. Oh, I have completely lost track of time. But that happens every year. I always forget when that is. For two reasons. One, I don't care. And two, I hate it. I wish they would do away with it. Well, they definitely want to stop that guy. By the way, I was just reminded. So, during tomorrow's, at the end of tomorrow's live stream, and we're only doing one live stream tomorrow. But at the end of tomorrow's live stream, I plan to do the runners-up drawing. Also tomorrow, and Sunday, we will be conducting a memorial convoy for Pugwash. That will not be live streamed, but it will be recorded for playback at a later date. Yeah, we have definitely not already done it. Or I would have been griping about it last week. Okay, trucking through video. Nick, David H74, RD04 Dave, our top HES driver for March 2023. Douglas Williams. I'm speeding. And now I'm not. Red light. I wasn't expecting that. JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March 2025. Yeah, I'm way behind on my driving this week. Been tough. You know, I have been this way several times, but I guess not in this profile. Or ProMods reworked all this. No, I've been this way in my convoy profile for sure. I wonder why they only have one lane and we have two. Oh. Could have stayed where I was. Can see the sun in the mirror. I assume that's the sun. I don't care who you are. This is beautiful scenery here. And of course, Sweden is always beautiful. All these lakes that they have up here, Sweden, Norway, Finland. Well, I understand that, Vigner. It just seems odd that they would do that on a bridge. And now this last bridge, the other side had 2 lanes, and we had only 1. Bunker Imes, welcome to the stream. Are we in Finland? Let me have a look. I didn't look. No, not yet. Over here. When we get to Tornio, then we will be in Finland. All of the map are nice. Doesn't matter if the map is 10 years old or 1 year old or even 1 month old. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Dollar! Welcome. Man, that's 2 weekends in a row. I wish I could get out in real life and just smell the trees. Welcome back to the adventure as a reefer hauler. Now, I don't know why I didn't just hear that, because I tested that before the stream. Does this mean we'll see you a little bit more often? That would be nice. Well, I'm glad you guys heard it, and it, you know, part of me doesn't care if I don't hear it because it tends to be a little loud on my end. Operanda. Rick Rashid is here. Oh, 30. Now we're in Finland. Ah. Well, that's good to hear, Toller. I know that can be difficult when you're out doing the trucking thing. Yeah, let's see if we can, I can get one. Matthew Roth, Pancake Man. Dutch 3D Master, that's your handle? Oh, and you're sick. That's no fun. Yeah, I had a touch of that a couple of times already this year. I think it might have been COVID though. In my case, I didn't have any typical stomach flu type symptoms. It was just fever, chills, malaise. Not fun, but short-lived each time. Yeah, Iris, it appears to be a thing now. Might be permanent. Having pain in the left? That's interesting. But yeah, COVID is definitely different than it feels like being run over by a truck, as you say. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with nausea. That's why I think I had a little mild case of COVID. Wow, this is pretty. Well, there's the red bed. I should pull up the map and see how far to my planned rest stop. Right up the road, 24 minutes. Catch up. Brain fog. Yeah, I definitely had some brain fog. Let's see. Hope does not progress as far. The last two nearly caused admission to the hospital. I've been able to eat at least something. Yeah. No fun. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully we can do just what it says. We can double back and go down the other ramp. But before we get too far, I want to look at the map, see if I have an alternate route. That makes sense. No, that's pretty much it. We just got to go up here, turn around, come back. Red light. Ken Beard, Grumpy Gruntpaw Gaming, Road Trip Nerd, Ken Maselman, Hippie, Future Endeavored, Wiz Nation, our top ATS driver for October 2025, Peter Evans, Ghost Vision Gaming. Oh, there we go. Oh. John Whitesall, our top ATS driver for August 2025. MEF Games. I wonder if I could have taken that service road back there. And here comes our rest stop. I think I might as well get some fuel. There's also a viewpoint. Oh, I know what this is. Let's get the viewpoint. There it is. Isn't this Santa Claus Village? Hey, Bogdan. That's what it is. Tubby Jamboree, Tom Freer, JB VHD, Paul Lancy Lansford, Muhammad Helmi, Jaffo 729, Dan Brewster, Large Caliber Gaming again, Raphael La Libertaire, whatever. Jacob Gamer WX, Mr. Gaming Guy UK, Banff 2020, and Chris C. That is all the shout outs. Charles Payne, welcome to the stream. Oh, there's sound fixes too. I saw a car driving in the drive-thru in ProMods and thought it was a cool detail. Here? Bus stop exit. Well, if a bus could fit on it, so could I. That's all I care about. Okay. Ah, driving in Germany. And now we need to go across the street. Huh. Bit of traffic. Whoa, did you see that van rear in that blue car? See if I can catch that on the replay. Ooh, this is behind. I'm just gonna pull out in front of people. They'll stop. It's for me. Oh, jeez. Now I've done it. Now I know why these guys were all waiting to turn. Okay. So let me look at the time. I've got 21 hours left on the job. 8.5 hours, well, let's just say 8 hours of driving time. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to advance the clock. I'm just going to sleep. Normally I would advance the clock. Let's see, that van barely, I don't think it missed the car. I think it hit him. Another detail that's new in ProMods is some AI traffic buses taking specific routes in Lubon and Pomorn. Yeah, what you said, not just driving randomly. Huh. I want to get fuel? Nah, I don't need it. We have 500 kilometers to go. I got plenty of fuel. So here it is, 1:19 a.m. A little darker than I would expect, being this far north. Well, sound fixes, are you sure that's ProMods and not something that SES is rolling in? Okay. Yeah, speaking of which, there's Poznan has been redone. By ProMods. And not just Poznan, the city, but the surrounding area. Basically between Poznan and just east of Berlin. What is that in euros? That's the price we'll see on the gas station price liter, whatever it is, the signboard. But yeah, $8 a gallon. Ooh wee, that's steep. And here I was complaining yesterday when I went to put some gas in my personal car at the cheapest place around that I found was $3.29 per gallon. I mean, that's less than half of what you just said. €180 per liter. Oh, do we have fuel around here somewhere? We got one coming up here on the left. Let's see what it says. I think I'll go into photo mode. See what it says. As soon as I spy a price. There it is. So diesel 196.9. See? Hey, that's not too far off. So the dark nights could be from the calendar changes from the graphics mod. Yeah. Well, it is pretty dark with the ultimate graphics mod. But I am running brighter nights. which lights up the surrounding area a little bit, as if there were a full moon. But yeah, it is dark. But because we're so far north, I would expect it to be a lighter. Which I think without the mod, it is. Yeah, Loretta, that is crazy. €2 per liter. I mean, that's pretty close to $8 a gallon, US. There's 3.78 liters per gallon, I believe. 3.78, whatever I said before. 3.78, I think. Wow, Ken. Willie is here. Welcome to the stream, Willie. We missed you earlier. I mean, nothing unusual happened. We just missed you being here. Wow. Adam is back. And Clarence is here. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Sound Fixes. It is the middle of the year in the game. So we should have the midnight sun up north right now. Oh, jeez. I was speeding. And my Trucky started beeping at me, and then I heard lurch in my ear. Slow down. So I get beeping from Trucky, and I get lurch from TrucksBook. Where is the snow? Well, it's summertime, Rick. I didn't know that. I know there's an update every day. I didn't know that's what the update was. But that would make some sense. So when we get to summertime in real world, we'll see more midnight sun up here. Thank you, Clarence. Yeah, I was driving this one last week. It was last week's truck of the week. And I still have this load booked from last week. Oh, we are turning up here. So after this stream, I'll be for this profile, I'll be switching to my Volvo FH6. Willie, I don't know what that means. I mean, I guess I've heard that. Flatbedder. Flatbed. Because it's flat. Right, Toller. Toller's a flatbedder. In the real world. $60. Oh, that tree is right out into the road. Oops. Somebody messed up. Ah. So we are leaving Finland. And entering Russia. Been a long time since I've been in Russia in the game. And I've never been to this area. Everything is in order. Well, that's good. You guys hear that? Trucker King bought a coffee. I didn't hear that. Should have heard the grinder. Well, thank you for the coffee, Trucker King. If you're in the... You must be. Well, not necessarily. I think he's working right now. He's also a real-life trucker. Doing that real-life trucking thing. Okay, you guys heard the grinder. Therefore, it didn't scare me. Falling behind. I saw your post, Toller, or your comment. Looking forward to seeing those pictures. There he is. All right. Let me just pause this because I need to catch up on this chat. Sound fixes. Oh, Clarence says it's his birthday next Saturday. Well, Clarence, hopefully you'll join us in a live stream tomorrow. We can wish you happy birthday on your birthday. Sound fixes says quite a difference in the condition of the road past the border, and I wasn't looking. You guys heard the grinder? That's good. Yeah, I just didn't hear it. Crossing the border between Netherlands and Belgium is similar. Belgian roads are stupidly bad. You can cross the border blindfolded and know when you pass into Belgium. Ah! Yeah, I remember it being like that when I cross over from... I don't remember when. But it was between two different states in the Midwest. They may have fixed the roads by now, but it was definitely noticeable. Well, this is a wiggly road. 26, huh? Whoa. What is up with this? Jeez. Ah. Yeah, TK. Well, that's interesting. Hold on a second. That roadway is on the map. How do you get to it? Or am I missing something? That's weird. But it seems like that'd be the only way to get over there, Drive. Saw that, Clarence. That's pretty cool that you got to ride with your dad in the truck way back then. I guess that must have been about 20 years ago then. Well, you just get on with your bad self. Yeah, Iris, it does. But I'm just wondering, why does it show up on the map as a drivable road if you can't even get to it without teleporting, that is? I wish, Drive. You know what I really wanted a button for in my truck, or even in my car for that matter, is the one that opens up the front of the truck with the miniguns to blast those cars out in front of me that are going too slow. Like the James Bond car. My dispatcher thought I should basically could drive as if I had a hyperdrive. I don't know how many times I told him, because he suggested I was behind schedule or I needed to get there quicker or whatever, and I says, well, look, I haven't got my hyperdrive installed yet. Yeah, a la James Bond. I wish I'd have thought of that. It's a truck, not a Chinook. And for those of you who don't know, that's a cargo helicopter. No traffic for them. Ugh. Well, we're down to 3 hours and change on the clock, but we got less than an hour to go to make delivery. Whoops. Somebody didn't want to have their car repoed. Yes, Bigner, it's a big helicopter. The one with the two blades on top. Front and rear. Oh, we have to yield? Big windy, yep. I've never heard that expression, but that makes a lot of sense. Aiden is here. Welcome to the stream. And I can't see that just yet. Trucker King has been a flatbedder for 28 months. Yeah, I hope you're not doing this while you're driving. getting behind on chat again. Murmansk discovered. Iris says a colleague of mine was once asked to make promotion material for the army of one of those helicopters and stood too close. He had to brace himself to not be blown away. Camera, tripod, and all. I'm not surprised. Whenever I get stuck in line to get loaded, mine always says, looks like we'll have a long night. Yeah. I've had those long nights. He had his hearing protection in, but could hear the soldiers behind him rolling on the floor, laughing from seeing him struggle. Yeah. I've ridden in a Huey and I've been around a few other helicopters, but never a Chinook. In fact, I think the Huey was the largest helicopter I'd ever been around. Not even a Black Hawk. Well, here we are with 3.5 hours to spare. Drive, this place looks familiar. So Clarence, was your dad in the Seabees? Navy, basically, construction battalion? If you're 26, your dad must have been fairly old by the time you were born, I would think. Holy moly. He's in the army, huh? I don't know, Teller. I can't remember any weeks I didn't have some long nights. Well, anytime I was doing multiple deliveries anyway. Let me get at it. Out from underneath this trailer. And then I need to go find a place to park with a sleep trigger and fuel. Okay. Oh, we got plenty of, well, yeah, plenty of options here. Down here. Yeah, I just hit that. I'll get fuel later. Thank you, Vigner. I think this light's gonna change. Yep, there it goes. My real dad did not want me, but my mom's dad, oh, okay, and mother adopted me. Gotcha, so you're adopted by your grandparents. That happens a lot. That makes more sense. Yeah, that almost happened to me. Well, not because my mom didn't want me, but the grandparents thought mom wasn't ready. She said no. Anyway. That looks a little dicey. I thought sure that guy was gonna pull out and slam into me. Oh, that's not good on the tires. See if I got any damage to repair first. Nothing. Good deal. As I get parked up, I want to take a look at the map of this town again. Right. I came in that way. There's another way out. Well, two. Wow. So this route would take us to Kirkenes eventually. Huh. This is all new for ProMods. Now, I've been down here before, and I would like to go again at some point. That's a cool road to take. Okay. Wow. ProMods is awesome. I keep adding more and more all the time, and as SCS branches out like they did with Nordic Horizon, ProMods actually goes and does more stuff, like this part of Russia that I wasn't there before that I recall. Anyway. See, I didn't sleep yet, did I? Oh, yeah. I'll do it in a little bit. So there we are. One of these is the one I'm looking for. There it is. That is going to do it. Remember, if you haven't already done so, hit that like button before you head on out. And we'll be back tomorrow. I'm planning to drive American Truck Simulator tomorrow. I'll do a load or I'll do a run for the challenge. So I don't know if I'll do one or two. It just depends on what else I get done for tomorrow. So again, thanks for riding along. And bam, thank you for the coffee. Why did that not pop up over there? Why am I just now seeing it? Oh well, I'll worry about that later. Thanks for the coffee, TK and BAMP, and we will see everyone back here tomorrow.